Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what the messages are with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards. So the first card that we have is the Four of Swords. It is in the reverse, but we do have some air sign energy with this. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or even an Aquarius. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Wands. So with the Eight of Wands showing up here, this does feel like an energy of having fast movements within a situation. I also feel like being able to have messages coming in quite quickly. I do also feel like it's a lot at once. So I do feel like there's a lot to process and to take in within the situation. With the Eight of Wands, this does feel like opportunity as well. So that does feel like also an opportunity coming in through a message. And with this Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of really taking time out to be able to really focus on resting and even healing. And I do feel like with it showing up in the reverse, this feels like getting to a good part of that journey and even that process for someone. I do feel like this person may be somebody who is someone who's a bit withdrawn, or it could be a time where this person is being withdrawn. And do you feel like as far as with the Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of perhaps not having had much contact or heard from this person. With this card showing up in the reverse, this feels like someone who wants to reach out. And I do feel like also a sense of somebody who's willing and also somebody who feels ready to be able to do that at this time. With that Five of Wands showing up in the reverse, there seems to be a desire to be able to make amends. I also feel that with this Five of Wands showing up in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of wanting to be able to bring peace into a situation and wanting to not fight with someone. So where there is tension, I do feel like there is a resolve. I do feel like with this Five of Wands showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of wanting to clear the air. I do feel like when it comes to a person reaching out, it's like they're coming with the desire to be able to clear the air with you, to be able to get on the same page. I do feel like you're quite receptive to that. But with the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being in a space of waiting. And I do feel like when it comes to having had really been in a space of waiting, also being in a space of trying to figure oneself out, I do feel like this person has gone through those motions. And I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, this feels like an energy of somebody who is doing the work. I do feel like as far as your connection, it is one that may require work. And I do feel like especially when it comes to the work, it is also one that could be more so internal on an individual level. And I do feel like being able to show up as one's best self is going to require that work as well. So something needs to be worked through, but I do feel like there's an energy of taking time out and even getting to a better place because of having had taken time out. It's like absence or distance is making the heart grow fonder. I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Five of Cups. It is in the reverse. We have the Chariot and we have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Sun card. And with the Sun card, we do have some Leo energy. We also have some Cancer energy with that Chariot coming out. So you could be dealing with any of these signs as well. But with this Sun card showing up over here, this does feel like happy energy. I do feel like also positive outlook on things. I do feel like there is a sense of having made a lot of progress on a healing journey and also being in a good place as far as being able to get past something that is no longer getting you down. I do feel like there's a lot of progress being made as far as that is concerned. And I do feel like also a lot of acceptance. I do feel like with this Five of Cups showing up over here, the person you're dealing with is also in a space where they are on their own healing journey. I also feel like this person isn't having the past influencing or impacting their current way of showing up. I do feel like this person is conscious of the need to be able to show up in a way that's more present. And I do feel like they're trying when it comes to that Four of Swords showing up in the reverse. This person seems like somebody who may have gone through a lot in their past. I do feel like it's something that has led to a need to be able to take some time out and even to rest. I do feel like with the Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of being in a good place, especially within that journey for oneself. And I do feel like with the Chariot card showing up over here, this feels like forward movements. I also feel that there could also be travel within the situation. And I do feel like when it comes to being able to have things progressing forward, I do feel like that's also something that is happening here in the situation. But I feel that it is happening without being taking for granted any kind of challenges or any kind of issues. It feels like being able to move forward with a conscious effort at being able to make things work. So I do feel like that effort is there. And I also feel like with the Chariot card, this feels like not having anything or any kind of challenges that come in your way keep you down. With the Queen of Cups showing up over here, this feels like a loving energy. I also feel like emotionally, this person is available. I also feel like there is a sense of wanting to be able to either connect emotionally or wanting to be able to make you an offer that's one coming from an emotional place. So I do feel like with the Queen of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like dealing with someone who is not afraid of being able to dive deep. I do feel like getting deep into being able to actually connect with someone from a deeper place where things feel quite meaningful because of just how much depth there is within, especially the emotional connection. But even with the Seven of Pentacles, this does feel like an energy of someone who's not afraid to put in the effort to make things work when they see potential. I'm going to clarify these cards. So yeah, free yourself. We have forgiving and learning. And we have let go of control issues. So this free yourself card showing up over here, I do feel like this is an energy of really being in a space where somebody's receptive, somebody's open to this connection with you. And I do feel like even their feelings in this connection, they are coming in with an emotional availability when it comes to being able to enter into something serious and something deeper with you. I do also feel that with this free yourself card showing up over here, this feels like being able to actually be able to leave the past out of a situation. It's not something that is influencing them. I do feel like this person's done the work. And I do feel like when it comes to your situation or your connection, that they're aware of how important it is to be able to separate what happened in the past and what does not belong in this situation. I do feel like with the free yourself card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being receptive and open to where things can go. I do feel like there's a desire for being able to enter into something, and I do feel like somebody wants to reach out. I do feel like this person wants to reach out, and I do feel like they are in a space where they are doing that not impulsively, but this does feel like being in a space where they feel ready to reach out when they do reach out to you. But with the forgiving and learning card showing up over here, I do get this pertaining to this Five of Wands showing up in the reverse. With this Five of Wands showing up in the reverse, this does feel like they could have been somewhat of a misunderstanding, a disagreement, or even a conflict. This does feel like an energy of somebody wanting forgiveness. I do feel like there's a sense of also learning from the past. Do you feel like when it comes to the conflict, there's a desire to be able to move past, to move forward and not let that be the end? So I do feel like any kind of difficulties that come up or any kind of tensions are not going to stop you or not going to stop your connection with this person. This does feel like a pretty determined energy, even with the Chariot card. And I do feel like when it comes to the path forward in your connection, it is quite clear. I do feel like with this let go of control issues, there is a very receptive energy and open energy to what comes next within this connection. And I do feel like there are deep feelings here. I do also feel like this connection either makes you happy, it makes this person happy as well. I do feel like this person is someone who's communicative as well. I do feel like they will be communicating with you with that Eight of Wands showing up here, do you feel like there is a new chapter that's also being entered into with this connection, and being able to actually get past any difficult times? And I do feel like even moving forward without being tarnished or being experiencing any difficulties from the past as something that is kind of slowing you down or affecting you in a negative way. This does feel like being able to grow together and even heal together, make a connection work with someone. Do you feel like with the Sun card, this feels like happy times on the horizon? And do you feel like also being able to have pleasant memories within this connection as a result of being able to enjoy spending time with someone? This person likes spending time with you. I do feel like they are going to reach out because they want to be able to get back that energy and get into your energy and be able to experience that sense of happiness and shared joy with you. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Sagittarius.